Hello there, this is Jay from Jay Cad. I make Autocad tutorials for students and professionals in the fields of architecture and interior design. If you are new to our channel, click subscribe to get our weekly tutorials on AutoCAD and other design software. In this video, I will show you how to make dashed lines in AutoCAD and also other line types as well. So right now here I already drew this simple site plan or plot plan, and what I want to do, I want to change the lines here. This is a blue line um, to become hidden or dashed pretty much to represent that it's hidden under the roof. And also I would like to change the property lines right here represented in red to become a different line type or line shape where it has long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash. So to to make a line into a dashed or any other shape, what you need to do is go here under the home ribbon and then go to properties section. And right here, if we put the mouse, you will see that this says line type. So dashed lines are actually called line types, are part of line types in AutoCAD. So right here, if we click on this drop down menu, we will see that we have the option for by layer, by block, and continuous. So by default in AutoCAD, only the continuous line type will be loaded. And to get more of them, you will need to go to the other here. So you click on it, and click, and then this window will show up. And what we need to do is to click on the load button, and then it will open another window right here. Okay, the window might be slightly smaller when you open it first time. You can adjust the size so that way you can see all the line types available. If you look here, you will see that there is several line types with the name that starts with ACAD underscore ISO. These are metric line types from here to here. I would recommend against using them if you are drawing in inches and feet. Better use the ones that start here from batting all the way to zigzag. They just work better with the inches and feet drawings. Okay, so let's see here. Let's look. We have dashed right here. I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to click OK. And right now it's loaded. And then I'm going to click OK again. Alright, so what we need to do next is to select one of our objects or geometries. I'm going to select here on the polyline that represent the walls under the roof. And then I'm going to go to properties here, and I'm going to change it from by layer to dashed. Okay, and I'm going to click escape to deselect. You will notice that we didn't see any difference to the line. It didn't change. Let me actually change this color to something easier to look at. Let's do just cyan for now. Okay, so I changed the line type of these lines or this polyline to dash, but I still don't see it changing. It's not visible. So what you need to do is on the bottom, on the right side right here, the drafting settings, you need to go to this area right here. This is called annotation scale of the current view. And what you need to do is to choose a scale that you will use pretty much to put this drawing later on a sheet. So for example, this is a plot plan. I would probably put it on a 1/8. I'm gonna click here. And then after doing that, you will need to use the command regenerate to actually apply this change in scale. So to do regenerate in AutoCAD, it's RE, and then you click enter, and you will see now our dashed line is visible. One side note I would like to mention that when I did this line type here, I came here and I changed it to dashed. If you are using layers, you can assign the line type to the layer itself. So you don't have to come every time to change it. You can control the line type by a layer if you're using layers. Alright, then I'm going to click escape. Now let's do another line type here for the property line. So what I will do, I'm going to come back here again to line type, click other, click load, and then I'm going to go down here and I will choose center. And I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to click OK again, and then I'll select the property line and change its line type from by layer to center. Now you can see we have a long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash. Usually that's the standard for representing property lines. Alright, one more note to mention is that when we went here to the line types, you maybe noticed that when we go to other and load again, you might notice that there is, for example, looking at dash right here. So you see there's dashed, there's dash 2, and then there's dash x2. So literally every single line type that you see here, for the most part, except batting maybe and maybe another one here, they mostly have three different variations. So let's focus on dash for now. So dash, this is how it's gonna look like. Dash 2 is actually half the size of dash, and then dash x2 is double the size of the regular line type, meaning that the repetition on the line will show up even more or less. So let's see, let's load dash 2, and I'm gonna go click again on load and load dash x2. I'm gonna click OK and hit OK again here. So on the wall here, on the wall lines, I'm gonna click, and then I'm gonna change the line type to dash 2, which is half the size, and you can see right away it changed it. We can actually preview it. If you just put the mouse here, you will see that it's previewing it. This is gonna be double the size of the original dash line type. This is dash, and this is half the size of it. So it's up to you to choose what works better for you. Usually I go with the regular dash. And another place to actually change the repetition on the line type is actually from the properties menu. I opened the properties menu earlier here. I'm gonna close it, and to access the properties menu, you just type properties on the keyboard, hit enter, and the window will pop up. It might pop up on your end floating what you need to do, or if you'd like to do that, you can actually dock it on the side of your interface. So grab from this dark bar right here, and then you can just put it here. You see a preview of how it's gonna sit. Here we go. Now it's put on this side, or you can put it on the left side. It's up to you. I personally put it on the right side on my end. Alright, so back to line type. So I showed you that we had three different line types for every style. So dash has dash 2, dash, then dash 2, and then dash x2. Another way to change the repetition is to actually select the line, and then what you can do here on the right side in properties, you can see here that the line type scale, it says 0.5. On your end, most likely it will say 1. So if you want to change it to make it half the current size, you can come here. So I had it originally at 0.5. So now this is how it looks like, and then I'm going to select it again and make it even smaller. And here we go. And a reminder that this is how this line type will show on 1/8 scale. So if I do quarter scale right now and then do region, you will see this is how it will look like on a quarter inch scale viewport scale when you put it on the paper, pretty much on the layouts. So something to keep in mind. And to recap, I will just open the notepad here. So line type in Autocad, you saw from the home ribbon, then properties section, then line type, we did load, we did other first, sorry, and then we went to load, and I mentioned do not use the ones that start with the name ACAD ISO or ACAD ISO. And also what I mentioned for you is that there's a three variations for a line type: regular, half size, and double size. And I also showed you how to change the line type scale. You can go to properties menu, which is the full-blown properties, because here we have some of the properties. We only have color, line weight, and line type. However, here we have the full-blown properties of a geometry in AutoCAD. So recommend using this actually. So properties menu, and then here under general, and then you choose line type scale. Alright, and that was it regarding line types in AutoCAD and how to make dashed lines.